on this.
How would you describe the leadership style and the challenges that you faced and overcame that led to the success of your projects and campaigns?
I think for me it's about having passion in what I do. So that's really important. I think without passion, work just become work. But passion for me is, in my work, it helps me with kind of believing in what I want to do, what I want to change. So that's why I think it's so important that you are passionate in what you do. So if you're a gamer, if you're passionate, you can create your own game in the future, I think. And then second is to have grit. For me, why it's important is because when I was younger, I was not like the number one student. I was good, but I wasn't number one. But I think for me, it's like if you believe in something and you don't give up and you have a vision that this is the goal that I want to reach. Even if it might take longer than others, or even if you go through challenges, you don't just give up. So you keep going, and then for me, grit is very important to define success as a leader. And the other one, obviously, I think for me is having empathy. So I think without empathy, it's very difficult for you to understand other people. And I work with, I love my team. I love the customers, and I think without them and without having empathy as a leader, I think it's very difficult to be a successful leader without empathy.
Wow, it's like very commendable how you're not just only driven by passion, but you're also like driven by grit and having the chance and also the courage to persevere through to reach your goals. So would you mind if I ask, what was your inspiration as a kid? Do you have a role model, or how did you discover your passion in the retail sphere?
I think my role models, I think very easy for me, is my mom and my dad. Mm-hmm. So my father worked, I've seen him work so hard, in Central. So, and that's something that I always look up to him as a family person. Always, having time for the kids, for the family, and also as well as working, working very hard, just to keep us, keep the business going and growing the business. And then my mom, in terms of, she's a brave person. So when I look at the both of them and the dynamic between the both of them, I really feel that they're my role model. Mm-hmm. So that's that. And then in terms of getting into retail, because I went to school across from Central Chitlom, so many times after school I would come here and I would walk the floors, explore different departments, and maybe talk to the salespeople on the floor, so our staff, and learning from them. So actually, maybe it's just learning as I grew, and then just becoming more, putting my interest into this field. Yeah. So my first internship job was actually one of our food business is called Auntie Anne's. Have you had Auntie Anne's, the pretzel? Yeah. So I was 15, and then I went to make the pretzel. Whoa. That was my first job. Yeah. Wow. And then second was I worked in the reception in the hotel. We have a hotel business as well. Yeah. So just learning from learning how to do something, right? So success is not about being so lucky that you're a family member and you get placed in a management role. It's about learning from the bottom up. So it's learning how to do it, and then plus with a vision, with strategic thinking, and all of that would get you to where you are, where you want to go.